to our special coverage of the Birmingham Commonwealth Games 2022. I am here in Birmingham to get you all the excitement, the buzz around the games. Today is a key day leading up to the Commonwealth Games, which is just a day away. It starts tomorrow with the opening ceremony, but the baton has arrived in Birmingham after going through 71 countries. In fact, since morning, it started doing rounds of the different areas of the city, meeting people out there. The idea of getting the baton to the city was to get the communities together. It is a very diverse city. Different communities reside in the city, and just to get the communities together to have a feeling of appreciation towards the Commonwealth Games and be a part of the history that the baton was made to do rounds of the city. It'll be in 22 locations in the city before coming here at the Victoria Square in the evening, and there will be a big street party. I was at one of the small localities earlier this morning when the baton reached there, and let's have a look at what happened. The King's Heath Park in Birmingham, and the Commonwealth baton has just passed by. I am here with some of the community members. It has brought together several hundred people. How was it seeing the baton pass by?
It's exciting that it's in King's Heath and it's so colourful.
Mm-hmm. How significant is it for the community here?
It's very exciting for us because it's our local area and it's the multicultural city and the area as well. So we are very excited to have the baton in our own area. So good.
And you waited for quite a while for the baton to arrive.
I did, but it was a great opportunity to be part of something so significant. The Commonwealth Games have been going for quite some time, and we're excited that it was here, passing in our local King's Heath Park.
And what did it really mean to the community here to see the baton with so many of the others?
I think it's a great honour, to be honest, day in history for the making, especially for the younger generation to be here and all of us.
It's exciting because in a few years time we can tell people that we were there for the thing because it's in our city, and my netball coach was running it, so it was really important to me.
Okay, just a word about what it means to you to be a part of this baton relay.
Okay, well, being from Birmingham, growing up and born and bred, it's really proud to be here in the city. I think it's wonderful that it's gone around the world, the baton, and it's gone around the whole city as well. So I wanted to make sure I was here to be part of it.
What about you?
Yes, just the same. It's a really amazing event, the way Birmingham's organised it, and this is my local park, so I really wanted to see the baton come through. Angela's done a lot of work with schools in the Commonwealth Games, haven't you?
Yeah, so I'm a head teacher of a primary school in Birmingham, and we've worked with some of the athletes. We've worked with Emily Campbell, the weightlifting women's gold medalist. We've worked with Precious McKenzie, who was a historical Olympic gold medalist. We've done a young researchers project to tell people how proud we are of Birmingham, and they've done a research study about the university and what brings people to Birmingham. We've got somebody who's in the opening ceremony as a dancer. We've got 2 children singing at the ceremony. We've done so much for it. We've had Commonwealth events for Bring It On Brum. I'm helping with a dance company setting up the street games tomorrow, so we wanted to get fully immersed in all of it, so it's fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
After going through 71 countries, the Commonwealth Games baton has finally arrived in Birmingham, and it is going to travel through several areas around the city, giving the locals a chance to have a closer look at the marvelous piece and also be a part of the Commonwealth history. That was about the baton, and let's have a look at what's doing around in terms of news. Neeraj Chopra was meant to have been the flag bearer for India at the Commonwealth Games, but he couldn't make it because he has an injury. The Indian Olympic Association still hasn't announced the flag bearer, but the news doing rounds is that PV Sindhu is likely to be India's flag bearer at the opening ceremony, which will be held tomorrow. There are of course others who are saying perhaps it could be Lavlina Borgohain. For Mirabai Chanu, it is difficult to make it because she has an event on the 30th. So perhaps it is going to be PV Sindhu. We are perhaps going to see her as the flag bearer of India at the opening ceremony.
Emotional coach.
Now, talking about Indian swimming, the swimmers Srihari Natraj and Sajan Prakash will lead India's charge in swimming at the Commonwealth Games. They are going to be leading a 4-member team along with young Delhi young boy Kushagra Rawat and Madhya Pradesh's Advait. They will be making their debuts at the quadrennial event. The seasoned Prakash will be in search of a maiden medal for India in the 200-meter butterfly event. Sajan will also compete in the 50-meter and 100-meter butterfly events in what will be his third Commonwealth Games campaign. Now, the table tennis contingent had attracted a fair bit of controversy ahead of the games, particularly because of selection process. Now, they are here in Birmingham. Manika Batra, Saten, as well as senior pro Sharat Kamal is a part of the games team. Shrija Akula and young Diya Chitale are a part of the team as well. Olympian Sutirtha Mukherjee could not make it to the women's team. The Indian team practiced in Birmingham ahead of their opening matches. The TT Federation was in a turmoil after questions were raised over selection process for the Commonwealth Games. Now, Birmingham is ready for the Games, which is going to be the largest ever Commonwealth Games with 18 sports. It's not just the sports for able-bodied athletes, but also para sports have been included as a part of the Games. But what is really the top draw at the Games? Listen into the program director. Craig, tell us how different will this Games be from the one we saw in Glasgow in 2014?
Oh, this is the largest Commonwealth Games ever. There are 19 sports here, more than any other. There are more medals for women than men. And we've integrated the parasports into the Games as well. So there are 8 parasports that will take place at the same time. And this, as you can see behind me, this is a young, vibrant city that is so looking forward to the 11 days of sport and everything that goes around it.
Craig, would you say the USP of this Games is that women have more events and events to win medals than men?
I think that's a really key part of it. But also, this city is truly a Commonwealth city, and we have diasporic communities from all parts of the Commonwealth. Yeah, so we are, if there was ever a Commonwealth city, we are that Commonwealth city. As the 72 nations and territories that will be competing at the Games have an opportunity to be supported by people from the city who have heritage from all over the world. And it's a real opportunity for us as a city to really come alive.
Since you spoke about the diaspora, since you spoke about the communities that are here, let's talk a little bit about the Asian community. How have they responded to the Games, and how many tickets have gone out to the Asian community?
So, well, the Asian community is a key part of the city, and it's we've got a strong Indian community here. We had the Test match here only a few weeks ago, and the T20. India did particularly well. And also the Pakistani community in the city is also a significant part of the whole makeup of the city. Tickets, I don't know which tickets have gone to which communities, but we've sold more tickets for this Games than any other Commonwealth Games ever.
And how many would that be?
So it's well over 1.2 million at the moment. So we're expecting 1.5 million people to actually see ticketed events. We're expecting a TV audience of 1.5 billion to tune in and see the city and see who we are and what we're about as a city, and actually support the Games.
And let me ask you, which is the most sought after sport in this edition of the Games?
Hey, I don't know, if I'm honest with you. The cricket has been very, very popular, but you'd expect that with a city and with Edgbaston as a Test match venue. Athletics is always extremely popular. The swimming at Sandwell, we've built a fantastic new pool at Sandwell as an aquatic centre, and that is also high on everyone's list. So lots of sports for lots of people, and it's going to be a great summer.
Tell us something. You said that this is going to be the largest Commonwealth Games. Is it in terms of participation, or is it in terms of athletes, or viewing of the games?
Athletes, 19 sports. 19 sports is the largest games that there have ever been.
And what really led you to integrate the para sports into the main sporting event?
Yeah, I think that was a decision that was taken by the Commonwealth Games Federation, and I think it was a fantastic choice of theirs to do that, and it really makes it come alive for all parts of our community.
And the Queen's Baton is coming into the city just ahead of the games. What kind of crowd do you expect from in and around the area?
Yeah, the Baton arrives in Birmingham tomorrow, and it will stay in the city for 2 days. And on tomorrow evening, on the 27th, there will be a celebration of culture, of all our cultures, in Victoria Square, and that's something that is a key moment for the city immediately before the games. It's going across the 10 constituencies of the city, and it gives all parts of our communities the opportunity to see the Baton and participate in the celebrations.
Lovely, thank you very much, and let the games begin.
Thank you. Brilliant, can't wait.
Yes, so Birmingham is ready, and so are over 5,000 athletes who have already trooped into the city. So Neeraj Chopra was the biggest draw of the Commonwealth Games from the Indian squad, with him not coming. Who are the Indian fans in Birmingham who have bought tickets to the games, pinning their hopes on? Listen in. So we are joined by a bunch of Indian fans here in Birmingham.
Hi, we are here to support the Indian team. We are so happy they have come to Birmingham, and we wish them the very, very best.
The big news has been Neeraj Chopra out of the games. Is that a cause of disappointment as you guys gather?
Very disheartening, because I was very much sure that he'll break his own record, to be honest. Obviously, he's a world record champion. But I was very confident he'll break his own record. But we are sorry to know that, he's not participating. But we have a lot of other athletes as well. And I'm pretty confident that they will make India a pride. And let's hope for 70 plus medals, because last year we won around 66 last time. And let's hope for 70, although there were quite a few medals from shooting, around 27 medals. And this time I don't think we are doing shooting. So I think all the athletes have to work really hard to meet that number.
Let me ask, who do you think will be the biggest draw? Of course, Neeraj isn't there. For you, who will be the biggest draw?
I think PV Sindhu, we're hoping, because she has won so many. She's in a good form. She's done amazingly well in quite a few international championships. And I'm really, really hoping that so many, underdogs will just come through. Because India has got so much of talent in all other sports like cricket or something. So why not all these sports? It's such a big country, and we are hoping that it'll be something like China or Russia, or on those lines. Let's go India, come on.
Well, that's it from me in Birmingham for now. But the street party at Victoria Square will commence in a few hours from now when the Queen's Baton arrives here. We'll get you all those pictures and live updates from here. But for now, over to Osama for all the cricket updates coming in from West Indies.
Welcome to another side of Britain.
A side where we discover new flavours on every street corner.
Where we take good times to new heights.
And where ways to get around are limited only by our sense of adventure.
In 2022, come and join us for an unmissable year of celebration.
So get ready to explore different every day.